Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. Today I'm looking at the top prospects the Jacksonville Jaguars should be targeting in the upcoming 2021 NFL Draft. But before getting to that topic, question for those of you viewing, I want you to comment down below which player you want the Jacksonville Jaguars to draft outside of Trevor Lawrence. It's very well known they're more likely than not going to take him at number 1 overall. But after that, who's your top target for the Jaguars? And getting into the topic, Jaguars, I feel like they're almost not talked about this offseason, even though they're getting the generational quarterback. Yes, they're getting their conversation. I feel like so much hype is around Zach Wilson and the Jets, what the Niners are going to do, Miami number 6, are the Bengals going to take Jamar Chase, Penei Sewell, the Chargers, are they going to trade up Penei Sewell? There's so much talk about trades and the quarterback carousel, and the Jaguars, we all know who they're going to take, so I feel like the conversation has taken a step back for them. However, they have so much draft capital in their hands. There's so much coming to them, in my opinion, that they could really turn this team around. They got 2 first-round draft picks. They got 2 seconds. They have a third, 2 fourths, and 2 fifths, and a 7th. That is a crap ton of picks that they could do a lot with, and a crap ton of high picks. They got, of course, number 1 overall, 25th pick in the first round, 33rd pick in the second round. It's almost like the last pick of the first round, first pick of the second round, whatever you want to call it. Still an exceptional player. And then 45th pick in the second round. That is some hella draft capital right there to really upgrade this team. And of course, Trevor Lawrence is on the market for number 1. But looking at that late first round, who should the Jaguars be targeting, in my opinion? There are a couple players, to me, if they're available, you have to jump on it. Just don't even consider about the maybes. If this guy or a couple of these guys fall, you have to jump on it. Some of these players being, I think Caleb Farley, he's been dropping on a lot of draft boards lately, but just a month or 2 ago, he was literally considered the number 1 corner in this draft, him or Surtain, and now he's taken a huge step back. So if he starts falling on this draft board and the Jaguars have him available at 25th overall, I think they should jump on it. Help out Shaquille Griffin, your new corner, and this defense could definitely take a level up. Another guy they should definitely consider if they drop is either Christian Darrisaw or Elijah Vera-Tucker, 2 offensive linemen, Elijah Vera-Tucker being an interior lineman and Christian Darrisaw being a tackle. Both of those guys would, well, obviously you're only going to get one, but one of those guys would definitely help out Trevor Lawrence. You want Trevor Lawrence to be protected. You don't want what happened to Joe Burrow to happen to Trevor Lawrence. So to me, if somehow, some way, one of those tackles fall, you got to jump on it. And of course, in a perfect world, you might be wondering, well, what if all 3 fall? Darrisaw, Vera-Tucker, Caleb Farley, what do you do? Handle it then. I just don't see that happening at 25th. All 3 of those guys might go top 16. So I'm not gonna go into fairyland of saying what happens if all 3 are available, because there's just no way. But if one of those 3 are available, you have to jump on it. Even Darrisaw, I don't see him getting past 16. But if he somehow falls to the 20s, 21s, if I'm the Jaguars, I'm considering trading up just 3 or 4 picks to 2021 to grab Darrisaw and get him while I can. You have so much draft capital. Whoever is at 20 or 21, maybe the Washington football team or Chicago Bears, if they're at 20, I think the Bears are at 20. Maybe give them a 2nd and a 4th to swap picks at first, and now you got your tackle locked in, or just give them a 2nd. I don't know what it's going to take to trade up just 4 spots in the late first round. I think you get away with probably a 2nd and maybe a 5th. Not too bad, and you got your tackle locked in, your top tackle to go forward. But that's a perfect world. A couple guys that are more realistic that the Jaguars should be kind of eyeballing at 25 that will more likely than not be around is Christian Barmore, a big defensive tackle from Alabama. Get him on that defensive line to help out that run game, help out the run stop. They need to plug that offensive line. Josh Allen, the defensive lineman on the Jaguars, can't do it alone, also led by Myles Jack. They just can't stop and do everything on that Jaguars line. Get Christian Barmore in there. He's a realistic pick that'll be around at 25, but they might want to consider him in the second round at 33, and then at 25, maybe take a Gregory Rousseau or a Jalen Phillips, 2 great pass rushers from Miami. Like I said, help out Josh Allen. I mean, in a perfect world, you look at a Jaguars team that in the first pick, you obviously get Trevor Lawrence, who has a decent receiving core with Marvin Jones Jr., Laviska Shenault, DJ Chark, and then in the backfield, you're stout with James Robinson and Carlos Hyde. Maybe in this first round and early second round, you want to fix up this defense, and you get a Gregory Rousseau or Jalen Phillips at 25, and then a Christian Barmore at 33, and now you're looking at a defensive line with Josh Allen, Gregory Rousseau on the outside, Christian Barmore in the middle, Myles Jack in the linebacker position, captaining it all, and then Shaquille Griffin in the secondary. To me, this team could just go to the next level if they went defense in the first or second round. Of course, later in the rounds, you might want to consider an extra receiver to help out Trevor Lawrence, maybe a Kadarius Toney. I doubt he's going to fall. We might even want to consider him first round. Kendall Moore, Elijah Moore, Rashad Bateman. Jaguars all around, though. They have so much draft capital, they can't go wrong. They got at least 10 picks. A couple are probably going to be busts just because people whiff, but overall they're going to get a couple hits somewhere eventually. But my top guys for them to consider is, of course, Gregory Rousseau and Jalen Phillips from a realistic standpoint, and Christian Barmore, maybe even an Asante Samuel Jr. to help out that secondary with Shaquille Griffin if Caleb Farley never fell, or J.C. Horn. I'm just getting realistic here. I'm not going to those fairyland of J.C. Horn and Caleb Farley. Realistic, I want to see them in the late first round or second round. Aim at Christian Barmore, Asante Samuel Jr., Gregory Rousseau, Jalen Phillips, Elijah Vera Tucker, Christian Darrisaw. They're kind of fantasy land, but Jaguars, you have so much draft capital. I would not be surprised if this team would go up and make a move all around. You're going to have your quarterback of the future. You already have a good foundation on the team and the receiving core. The run game is very stouted. The defense isn't great, but there's a foundation to build off of in Josh Allen, Myles Jack, and Shaquille Griffin, like I said, and of course Urban Meyer. He's going to have a couple guys he might have coached or seen in college, and he might want to pick them up. But like I said, there are so many options outside of Trevor Lawrence that we really have to look at. Just to go over one more time, Caleb Farley or J.C. Horn would be a dream pick, but I just don't see it happening. Christian Darrisaw, Elijah Vera Tucker, also dream picks that I would consider trading up for. Realistic picks in the first and early second round would be Asante Samuel Jr., a good man-to-man corner that could help out Shaquille Griffin in the secondary from FSU. Maybe take him in the early second round, or Christian Barmore, Gregory Rousseau, Jalen Phillips, and of course there's other guys out there. There's plenty of guys out there. John Davis, you want to get a linebacker to help out Jaguars, or you hope a Kwity Paye falls. There's plenty of guys out there, but all from a realistic standpoint, I'm thinking defense for the Jaguars. And like I said, you could go offense with the Kadarius Toney, or Rashad Bateman, or Rondell Moore, Elijah Moore in the late first round if you really want to give Trevor Lawrence all the help in the world. And he's got a great receiving core with Marvin Jones Jr., Laviska Shenault, G.J. Chark, and Kadarius Toney. But to me, Trevor Lawrence is going to make his magic happen just like Justin Herbert did with the Chargers. You got to give him a defense that he can rely on. Urban Meyer, though, being pretty offensive-minded, I wouldn't be surprised if they go offense, but either way, I think these first two rounds past Lawrence are going to be very defensive-centric, but we will just have to see. But like I said, guys, comment down below your thoughts. Who is your number one target for the Jaguars after Trevor Lawrence is drafted? For me, my ideal pick would be Caleb Farley. That would be my dream pick for the Jaguars if he somehow fell all the way. But realistic, I would probably go Gregory Rousseau to help out the pass rush with Josh Allen, or Christian Barmore to help out the run stop with Josh Allen. And then in the early second round, my realistic pick would probably be Asante Samuel Jr. But again, thank you for watching, guys. 2 in the morning.